Greetings everybody, my name is Yarxio and welcome back to another video of Sword of Justice. In today's video of Sword of Justice, we're pretty much just going to be showing you guys how to do the last boss for Heroic, the mechs for it of course. Most of the mechs are still the same, so you know, it's still pretty easy to beat. We did do it on our first try. However, it can still be tricky in some ways. Now, I know I have not been uploading on Sword of Justice recently. I have been busy doing a lot of stuff. I have been in the game still. I have been in the game, okay? Just, you know, not being able to really upload on much content as like there usually should be or would be. There's just not much for me to really upload lately on. But don't worry, I still will be uploading, of course. I'm trying to stream more on Sword of Justice because if I could upload like a lot more stuff I probably would just be uploading stuff like let's say Guild War clips and stuff like that. So yeah, but other than less, I still will be doing videos, of course. But of course, let's just go ahead and get into this video for you guys. Stay tuned. All right, so the way how you started is start off as any normal way. You're huddled up around the balls. You start off with your ultimates, of course, and then you just kind of do your DPS phase from here. And now from this moment, we're just waiting on shadows. Of course, once the shadows spawn, you'll kind of get an idea of what we're going to do. Pretty much, I will try my best to go in every detail for you guys, but pretty much we're just doing DPS right now. DPS. Now here comes the shadows. During this part, we normally just get around the boss and stack up on them for this part. So here's the shadows right now. As you can see, the shadows are here. We're all staying sticked up on the boss. That way the shadows die quickly. Next, after that, we use Unyielding Mind and Heart's Vow for this part. That way we can still stay alive while continuing to do DPS and not spread it out for you guys, because it's more easier on that part, and it just makes it more beneficial that way instead of having to run all over the place and, you know, kill time. Now here comes the normal part, Moon Chase. Of course, you're gonna have your Lantern people. I don't think there is anything really different with Lantern. Please let me know down in the comments if I do get it wrong. Of course, we're doing the Lantern chase for right now. You want to be sure that you're still staying on the boss at all times. Do not get inside of the shadow yet until you pretty much are told, or during the right time, depending on who's shot calling for you or team or not. So pretty much we are staying right here right now, and then we create a shadow. This way the person who is hunting the shadows can come over here and come kill the shadows while we are continuing to do DPS. So as you see, it's pretty much the same thing going on from here. Normal DPS, of course, we're waiting for the cycle to be told for us to go back in to the shadows, which is now. All right, once that happens, we get right back out of the shadows, continue on with the chase, and we kind of just repeat from here. This part is still kind of easy. It's pretty much still the same, nothing new, nothing too crazy, nothing less either. You just want to make sure that you don't hit those shadows lines, or, you know, you can create another shadow by accident. All right, here we go. We create a shadow and we continue on with the DPS phase. Pretty much kind of it. Honestly, we kind of got this one done. I think it was a first try, so this one was not bad either. I did 2 runs. They both were pretty much first tries. This heroic boss is way easier than most heroics. For example, Moyemi or Sundance. Yeah, it's way easy. As you can see, we're just continuing on with the DPS phase from here, and we only have 1 shadow. Okay, you really don't want to have any shadows left over, or else, you know, his HP will just go up, of course. But you just want to continue to do DPS phase from here. Use Unyielding Mind and Heart's Vow on this part, of course, as always. Make sure that you're getting the maximum output on your DPS as usual. And then here come the shadows again, so we're gonna huddle up around the boss, stack on them no matter what. Now you can stay in this part as well, as long as you have the HP, of course, so be sure to always do that as well. Okay, now we're gonna get ready for Stellar Fall. Now this one is actually pretty different, so I'm gonna have to pause it for you guys. Actually, no, I don't have to pause it, but around the map there's different stars. Everybody has to grab a star, because let's say, you know, there will be a thing that your character will say is the stars is mine to command. Then that's when, you know, you kind of do the pairing thing. I think that's pretty much it, honestly, and then it just repeats from there. But overall, that's pretty much it. If you don't have a star, I believe you cannot do DPS, because I couldn't really do DPS for some reason during like the very first day, because I forgot to grab a star, of course. But other than that, you just continue on doing DPS phase from here, doing the pairing with the meteors, because if you miss the meteor parry, of course, we're all gonna die per chance. So always just be sure you get that meteor parry in, and it just repeats from here. That's really pretty much it. Like I said, this boss is by far easy for heroic. There will be another raid coming soon that involves it's called, what is it called, Internal Night City, but we're nowhere near that, so I won't spoil. I think that comes in like 1.3.1 or like somewhere near there. I really don't know. I have to remember. But other than that, you just kind of continue on DPS. Once he's guard broken, of course, you want to get your maximum output and everything. You want to make sure that you're getting your burst damage in and everything in that manner. As you can see, we have ult. We are way ahead of schedule. We're at 44%, and I think the goal was like what, 50 within this time frame. So we're pretty much doing really good already. So we'll just continue our DPS from here. Heart's Vow, Unyielding Mind, and yeah, we're pretty much fine on this part. And I want to congratulate a friend. Currently, I want to congratulate somebody. Arya, she did hit 1,000 subscribers. I will leave her channel in the description as well. So congratulations to Arya for hitting 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, for being a Sword of Justice content creator for the NA community as well. But pretty much, yep, this is the same stuff. Now we're trying to get ready for Moon Chase again. Like I said, Moon Chase is pretty simple. It's pretty easy to do. I don't even think you kind of need the markers at some point, because I mean, there's going to get harder content. There's just going to be more and more harder content. And I believe for that one bounty map, or Cloud's Fortress, I believe bounty starts when the story is finished, or when an update happens. I'm not too sure. I really forgot. I will have to remember. So forgive me on that, because I know I did state that. I mean, it is a bounty map. I just don't know the specific time of when it's going to start bounties there. Nevertheless, continue your DPS phase. Let the lantern people do their job by killing the shadows as always. Everybody else is on balls. Now you just get ready to drop back. I think I got low on this one. Okay, no, I didn't. Continue DPS phase. And as you can see, we're way ahead of schedule. I think we're supposed to be like, what, 30% at best, but we got way ahead of schedule. So that is really good for us. Continue your DPS phase, of course. Be sure not to create a shadow until it is time. Create the shadows, let the other people kill them. And that's kind of pretty much it. Like I said, it's just a repeat, and I believe we got 1% on this part. Now it does start to lag here, so I do apologize. But you get the gist of it. So that's really pretty much it. Besides that, like I said, another 1%. Try not to get more than 1% if possible, if you can, at least. Other than that, that's pretty much it. He does one more Stellar Fall, and that's kind of it. That's the whole entire boss raid. But if you guys do have any questions, concerns, comments, let me know down in the description below. I will be trying to make more guide videos around these maps and stuff like that, because I feel like I should just do that more, since I can't really upload like Guild War stuff. When I'm able to, I will though. I'll probably upload like 12v12 type stuff though, just for the fun of it. Because why not, you know? I need to do something. But yep, here comes Stellar Fall. I think he didn't even really get to do all of Stellar Fall. This was really close though. So it was kind of like comms was everywhere. But nevertheless, we did complete it. And because, you know, Bloodstorms, you have to always be on the boss pretty much no matter what happens. So yeah, that's pretty much it. 5%, 4, 3, you know, it's kind of easy. The only way you don't beat it probably is by having like too many devs, HP %, or low DPS. But overall, this boss was really easy. And yeah, if you guys, like I said, have any questions, or if you're even new to the channel, be sure to comment down below, like and subscribe if you're new. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video on another guide video. And holy crap, and as always, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.